Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Jay Eli. I ain't been here in a minute, and I will make a video for you guys on about all that and why I had to leave YouTube and everything. But for today, we about to get into this style, honey. You see these locks? These crochet locks? These affordable crochet locks? Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to achieve this style. So if you are ready, let's get into it. A few months ago, I installed these goddess locks, as you see that I have in my hair right now. I'm gonna take them down just to show you guys kind of like what I'm working with. So they pretty much go all the way down my back, and I actually started these crochet locks yesterday. Now I'm going to give you guys a quick like run through of why I pretty much decided to do this hairstyle and all of that after I do the tutorial. So I decided to do a tutorial for you guys, basically showing you how I accomplished the crochet locks. Prior to me getting the crochet locks and doing crochet locks, I have always been a person who typically does the I typically would do the wrapping method. So I would buy Marley hair and then literally just wrap and keep wrapping all day long, and it used to take a very long time. I mean, I've spent days doing my hair before. Like, it's ridiculous what I do when it comes to some locks. So I was like, why not just give a tutorial, because everybody loved the goddess locks that I had in these crochet goddess locks that I put in a few months ago. I put them back in February, and I just took them out like a few weeks ago. But I love them so much. Like, I love faux locks, y'all. I really do love faux locks, and it's like my go-to hairstyle. I don't like doing my hair, and I am a tremendously busy person. Like, I do not have time to wake up and do my hair. I just don't. I'm not one of those girls. So this is my go-to pretty much protective hairstyle, and I'm just gonna walk y'all through it, keep it as simple as possible. I'm not doing too much extra, because yeah. Okay, so you want to start off with your hair in sections. As you can see, I've already went through my entire hair, but if you are like me, or not like me, and you didn't already do your entire hair, you just want to start off by putting your hair into little tiny sections. Some people will put rubber bands and pre-section them off and then go back. It is completely up to you what you want to do. So for this particular tutorial, we're just going to be using one strand of hair just to save time. And before I get into that, I do want to show you what I've been using to accomplish the look. And that's just, you know, the type of locks I'm using and everything. So as I said before, I'm doing crochet locks. I prefer the crochet locks. I will never do a pre-wrap lock again in my life, just because after doing these crochet locks, I mean, it saves you so much time. Okay, so for starters, this is the hair that I use. I use the Bobbi Balls new lock hair in the color 1, and this is roughly $7.99 at my local beauty supply store. So let me tell y'all some backstory. So when I first did my locks, I bought this. This is the crochet hair, and the hair that I use to kind of achieve that curly effect is a braiding hair. The braiding hair is by Freetress Braid, and it looks like this. And this is how y'all know I was planning and I was thinking about y'all. I saved this pack from like months ago when I did it the first time, because I was going to record a tutorial, but I never got around to it. So yeah, so I used the Deep Twist by Freetress Braid, and then I also used the Bohemian braid. So the Deep Twist is in 22 inches and the Bohemian braid is in 20 inches. I really prefer the Deep Twist because it gives you a much more looser wave as opposed to this one, which is more like curly and tight. I prefer the deep twist. So yeah, that's what I'm using. I originally did my hair the first time a few months ago. I bought roughly, I want to say like, I bought 3 packs of the Bohemian braid and 1 pack of the Deep Twist, and I only ended up using 3 packs of braiding hair altogether, and I really didn't need it. Mine were very full, so if you want more fuller ends, I would say go with maybe 3 to 4 packs of the braiding hair. But if you don't really care about it being too thick, I know some people will want them more thinner like this one, or just have literally 1 piece. Last time I cut mine down, but it's up to you. So yeah, between 2 to 3 packs of this braiding hair, because you really can make it stretch. If you want to save money, I would split the hair. These were $5.99 a pack at my local beauty supply store. So like, we balling on a budget, y'all. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, I be cute on a budget. Y'all need to get with it. This girl out here spending all this money on weave. I'm be cute. I'm be cute with my crochet locks. Okay, all right. So this time around, for this set of locks, I use the Bohemian curl only, the Bohemian braid. And this is what, so I'm just giving you, showing y'all everything before we get into, okay? So this is the crochet lock, and this is the hair, okay? Y'all see what we working with? Now, what I can say about the Bobbi Boss new locks is that it can be a little difficult to find the loop and to get your finger through that loop. So you might want to take your time with it. Don't rush, because you can like damage the hair. But I just prefer, I'm going to show you guys very quickly how to do this. So you see, it's kind of tight there. It's like, where in the world is the loop? So you just want to unravel. Just go backwards and unravel it, and you see that way you can find the loop. And then if you want, you could just stick your finger through it just to save it, to be prepared, or whatever the case may be. You're going to need a crochet hook. You're going to need a comb to section off your hair. I got me a little edge brushes because we're going to lay our edges down later. I'm going to be using Got to Be Glued for the first time ever on my edges. So we're going to see how this is going to go, y'all. This is like trial and error right now. And then I just got like some Jamaican black pure castor oil. Now, to prep your hair for this style, you really want to make sure you go ahead and wash your hair and blow dry it. I won't lie to y'all, I used to not blow dry my hair before I would do my hair, and literally yesterday was the first time of me blow drying my hair out. I just don't have patience. Like I said, I hate doing my hair, but I have found that blow drying your hair before any style will take you a long way. Okay, so what you want to do is take a section of hair to your liking. If you want thicker locks, I will go with more thicker braids. If you want more full but thinner braids, I will go with something a tad bit like thinner than this. If you want something a little bit small, I did these about medium size, I want to say, this time, and they're actually a little bit lighter than the last set that I had in my hair. I think I might have put more locks than the last time, but I'm not sure. So once you braid your hair, you don't have to braid your hair all the way down. Like you see, I just did a little mini braid starting here, an individual plait, not a braid. This isn't a braid, this is a plait. But yeah, you're just gonna plait your hair midway length. Now it depends on how long you want your goddess locks to be. For an example, you see these are a couple different inches in length. If you would like your goddess locks to probably be more longer, you want them to hang longer, then you might want to start towards the end. Now I know some girls who literally, they just stop braiding their hair and then they'll just take it and then just start braiding their hair like that. I don't do that because it can fall out, it's not secure. I like to actually braid the actual braiding, the curly braiding hair, into my actual single plait. So I'm going to braid this down a little bit more. For y'all who don't know how to plait, I don't know, I'll have to do a tutorial on that, or y'all can just watch one. You can take this is so crazy. I don't do tutorials, y'all. I don't know nothing about this. Okay, but I'm trying to get there. Okay, because this is very easy. I'm trying to say. Okay, so you can take 2 pieces of hair and do like the braiding method that most people do for individual braids. You can take 2 pieces of hair and go like that. However, I want mine to be a little less fuller this time, and I was honestly working with a little bit of hair, so I'm just gonna make it small. I don't want it too much. And as you see, I'm gonna braid in. I'm gonna zoom in and show you how I'm braiding. So I physically just take this, I put my real hair into 3 sections, 1, 2, and 3, and then you want to just take the braid and literally just start braiding the braiding hair into your hair. Now there are so many ways you can do this. Do not worry about it being neat. Don't stress about it, you know, not looking the best. You just want to pretty much just braid it in. Nobody's going to see it. This part does not matter. It does not matter how you get that hair in there, as long as you get it into your head, okay? So then what I do is, like, I'll just borrow some hair, as you see, and I put that hair back together, and then I'm just going to continue braiding down. This can take some patience if you aren't if you don't typically do your hair yourself, if you're not typically a person who plaits their own hair or braids their own hair in, or whatever the case might be, it can take you a lot longer than how it's taking me now. So just be patient, y'all. Like, remember, this is all about saving money. You know, we got goals out here. We can't be spending ridiculous amounts of money every 2 weeks at the hair salon. So this is gonna get y'all right. I'm trying to tell y'all. I had these in for 3 months and I got so many compliments. I pretty much delete majority of the pictures that I had in this because I'm starting over on Instagram. But I've had some comments, and I'll include them, of like people complimenting me on my locks, saying that like I need to just get this. A lot of people think that this is my real hair. Yeah, so I prefer to go under. You want to take your crochet hook and go under your braid just like such. Like, I'm going to take that back and do it in slow motion. Just go under and go like this. Now, you can pre-loop your hook and put the dread on it, you know, and I guess go through. But I'm not really good at that, honestly. So I typically just like to put the crochet hook through the braid first and then pull the oh snap, sorry. See, it can be hard sometimes. But it's okay. It takes trial and error. I'm still getting it, honestly. This is only my second time ever doing a crochet style, and it's been crochet locks both times. So yeah, so once you get that little tip through, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's so easy. You're just gonna take it here, and then you want to tie a knot. I mean, you want to pull both pieces through. So you want to pull the dread and the braid through together. This way you you know, you lock your foundation, you keep it solid, you stop your hair pretty much from falling out. If these were to ever get loose, you would not have an issue with them falling out. They can't. These are going to be pretty much secured. Very secure. Okay, now this is where it gets challenging. A lot of crochet locks, I've noticed from watching tutorials that a lot of them, you'll realize that you can actually just pull your hair directly through. Now the thing with that is that you can't really do that with the Bobbi Boss new locks. It does take a little bit of time because they're so tightly wrapped. They look so natural that you do have to take a little bit of time unraveling. Now this is how I'm going to show you guys how to wrap. This is where you got to pay attention. So what you want to do is slowly unravel. So you want to go, what is it? Not clockwise, but counterclockwise. So you want to go the opposite direction and slowly untwist. And as you see, it kind of comes undone. And once it comes undone, you can just wrap it around your hair. So as you see, I'm going to do it undone a little bit, and then I'm just going to wrap it. Do a little undone, and then I'm just going to wrap it. And you're going to repeat this same process for pretty much all of your locks. Any lock that you do, this is how you're pretty much gonna achieve that look. And like I said, this can be time consuming, so I honestly would not rush and do this. Even when a hairstyle takes me a little bit of time, I'll give myself a full day to do it, just because I know how time consuming this can be. So I say, you know, just go get on Netflix, get you some snacks or whatever, and just go at it. Now I started this hair yesterday evening. I started literally my hair yesterday around like 5, I want to say. I started blow drying it, washing it. I went through and did all of my braids first, and did the braiding here first, and I had a whole head full of braids. And then I came in later on last night, and that's when I started actually attaching the crochet locks and wrapping them. I did get a little help from my mother. She actually helped me. She's not really good at stuff like this. She doesn't have patience, but she did help me take the crochet needle and actually attach some of the locks. So I did get a little help. So if you can get help in any way possible to save you some time, I would. But it really generally doesn't take that long. When I do my hair, I'm a perfectionist, so I like to take my time. I won't rush. That's why I hate when people ask me to do their crochet locks, because I'm like, look, it is not going to be fast. I'm just not good at it. It takes a long time wrapping your hair and just getting it right. And you really want to take your time with this, because if you wrap in the wrong direction, which I was doing at first when I first started learning how to do this, you will have some ugly looking locks. Like, they'll puff up. You're essentially just going to unravel the whole crochet lock and pretty much have to comb it out as Marley hair and wrap it that way. So just take your time, so then you don't have to go back over and do it. But this is essentially the process. And this method requires no heat, no fire, no glue, no anything. I am telling y'all, I did not seal anything the last time. I'm gonna show you guys how I sealed the end in just a little bit. And you see how this was like perfect. It's not too long because it's in the front. So, you know, just play with it. There is no right or wrong way to do it, especially when it comes to your parts. I recommend that you just freestyle it. You know, locks look better when they aren't so uniform, and I feel like natural locks are not in uniform. They aren't all perfect. They typically, you have some that's a little thicker than others, some that might be thinner, whatever the case might be. Yeah, so this is what you want to do. So pretty much when I get to the end, I just combed it out a little bit because these will unravel, like I said, and you essentially, because you can't pull your braiding hair through the actual crochet lock, you are probably going to have to do that to the ends, just comb them out. And what I do, if you look, is just literally I wrap until there's essentially no more to wrap. Like, I comb it out and I keep wrapping. And you see that? It looks like a real lock. And then you just want a palm roll. And there you have it. That is how you achieve a crochet lock. And I mean, of course, it's a tutorial. It took me a little bit longer to show you guys. But if you're at home, it's not going to take you a long time to do this. After you are done installing your locks and you are satisfied with the length and everything, you can actually go in and you can take your ends and you can cut them, because you see this one is like a little off. It's like very longer than the other one. So I'm actually going to take my scissors. Show you guys. This hair goes pretty much past my butt. And it's cute that way. Don't get me wrong, it's cute, but you want it to be, you know, you want it to look believable. You don't want it to be too crazy. So I'm just going to take this one and I'm just going to like cut it at an angle. You don't want any blunt cuts. You don't want nothing like that because it's going to look too unnatural. So that is pretty much how you accomplish the style. I have some lock jewelry here. You can have like if you have your own lock jewelry or whatever the case might be, you can add some lock jewelry to it. Now typically this is what I want to tell you guys about the lock jewelry. I think that it can kind of be some BS putting a lot of these in your hair. It looks cute for the time being, but if you are a person like me who if you leave these in for a long time, one, they're going to fade. I only do gold and they always fade in the shower. After a while they change colors, and you can cut yourself on these. I cannot tell you how many times I've put these in my locks and I go to run my fingers through and then I cut myself. So I'm not going to put any jewelry in today. I like to do jewelry for certain occasions, certain outfits. I'll do it and I'll put it in for that day and then I'll take it out. But I'm not going to add anything else. I will probably most likely do a tutorial on how to style your crochet locks, different hairstyles to wear them in, and things like that. I have never ever ever in my life used Got To Be glue on my edges. So I'm going to do a little quick edge tutorial with you guys and attempt to do this experiment, and then we'll be done with this tutorial. I typically use Murray's edge wax on my edges, but because of the type of hair texture I have, I don't know what hair texture I have. I think I'm like 4C or something. It's really thick and coarse, and yeah, so I think that because of that, I need something that's really going to hold my edges down. I have been using the wrong edge cream. Somebody told me about the Got To Be glue gel, and I was like Got To Be glue? Like, I was working at a beauty supply store and everybody was coming in for it, and at this time I had locks. I'm like, what the hell does that do? But then I seen a tutorial and I was like, okay, I see exactly what that does. So apparently this dries fast, and this is a step I recommend doing after you do your makeup, guys. After you do your makeup, because it can mess your makeup. So then I've been practicing these little tutorials, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, because I'm not all that great. But yeah, it's actually not that bad so far. This got to be glue. It's just like any other gel. It's just apparently it dries a little bit faster, and when it dries it stays. So you just want to swoop, and then yeah. I don't really have any special technique, honestly, when it comes to my edges, other than just laying them down. I know everybody likes the little swoop thing and all of that, but I'm honestly not good at all that. So I just stick to what I know. You hear me? I just stick to what I know. And yeah, so it looks like it's semi-working. I don't really know, honestly. I never use this gel, so this is new to me. I'm like, put this on my edges here, put this on my edges here. Yeah. Then I'll just like take that and go like that. Now what I've heard about this gel is that like you don't need a scarf to lay your edges down, which is why I wanted to use this. Apparently it dries. So this wraps up the tutorial. I hope you guys like it. Honestly, I kind of gave up on the edges, as you see, because I don't know, this stuff is like taking a little bit longer to dry than I thought it would, so I said forget it. But I don't know, this is my first time ever using the Got to Be Glue, but so far, I mean, it's nice. It seems like it kind of does a job. It's kind of a fail because I just said forget it. Like, I really hate my edges, I really do. But all that to say, this is how you get you some natural looking locks. So I hope you guys like this tutorial. I hope I got all of your questions answered and that this was super helpful. And let me know if you guys want to see anything else. You can, I will leave off on one note. If you want to take it to the next level and do messy bohemian looking ones, you can take like the hair and you can tie it around and do like loose ones like that, and you can just tie it around if you want. But you know, to have that messy look, you can crochet a hook through and do it. But I'm not really going for the messy. I just want something more natural. So y'all, this took me honestly less than a day to do because I got up today at 12, I think, and I finished like the rest of my hair, and I was done by like 2 o'clock, if not before that. So yeah, you can't go wrong with these crochet locks, baby. Like, you cannot go wrong. Like, what did you say? What did you say? What? So no, thumbs up if you guys like this tutorial, thumbs down if you don't. Remember, if you don't like my videos, I don't ever care. It is what it is, okay? Okay.